Yo, please stop, okay? Your dog's scared of the entrance? I mean, it is pretty scary good. What's up, Mamzo? What's up, Wick? Yo. What is up, guys? It's Monday. For most of us, that means we're back on the grind. Yeah, sorry. I hope everybody had a good weekend, though. Not for Mamzelle, of course. Mamzelle's getting to enjoy a nice little extended holiday here, huh? Very cool. Some extended vacay. That's neat, dude. Wick, what's up, buddy? How is everybody? Yeah, sorry, a little bit late getting everything going this morning. Apologies, but we're here, man. That's what matters. Remind you of the schedule this week. Okay, yeah, that's important. So for everybody, the schedule is today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Normal streams. Wednesday might be a little bit shorter. It will be. Wednesday will be a little bit shorter of a stream, probably about 6 to 7 hours, and then we will be down for the rest of the week. Back on Monday. Okay, so that's the play. Sorry, it's one of those deals, man. It's holiday time, and we're gonna be out of town to see some family. Down for the turkey, man. Yeah, down for the turkeyness. So we're gonna go out of town. We're gonna see some family. Wow, dude, my bit rate just got really trashed right there. I think we're okay though. A little blip. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's dude, I hate not streaming. I really do. It irks me pretty bad not being here and hanging out with you guys. But this is one of those times of the year where usually I'll take a little bit of vacation. Yeah, I know. I mean, I truly believe that, but I love what I do. I love hanging out with you guys, and I try to be as consistent as possible. So it's a big deal to me to, limit the amount of time that I take off from streaming. It is. So, but this is one of those times of the year, basically right now, and I'll have a little bit of time off towards the end of next month as well, because we're going way out of town at the end of next month. So we'll do a little bit of downtime for Christmas as well, just so everybody knows. But that's the plan. So we'll do today, tomorrow, Wednesday will be a bit of a shorter stream. We'll probably end around lunchtime, noon 30-ish, and then we'll be back on Monday. Probably with Breath of the Wild. Probably starting with Breath of the Wild on Monday. Yeah. So that's the play. Thanks for reminding me to bring that up, buddy. I appreciate it. On that note, we will do the news today, and we're going to keep learning Evil Dead. Evil Dead was a lot of fun yesterday. We didn't get to play a lot of it. Gamer, what's up? Well, and let me say this. My family, I love my family very much. But I moved away from my family a long time ago. And I don't see them very often. But I also I did go the vacation I took earlier this year. I went back and saw my family, and it was good. So we're going to go. I married into a good family as well, and family is important for those people that have good families, So I understand it. I understand that dynamic, Gamer. I do. So on that front, I'll say I'm sorry that you don't have what some other people have in that family that you feel close to and necessarily want to be a part of, and because it can be a great thing. It can. but as you well know, it can also not be a great thing. So I am sorry. A lot of people feel that way. Yeah. All you Canadians did was you were like, oh hey, America came up with Thanksgiving. This is when they're having it. So what we'll do is have it earlier in the year so we can try to claim it as our own. Gave me mono. Oh no, dude, you're sick. That's not good. That's not good, dude. Sorry, dude. That sucks. Bummer, brother. Bummer. Mamzel always trying to troll out about the Thanksgiving stuff. Not with mono. I didn't figure you were sick with mono, but you know, under the weather. Yeah, it's that time of the year, dude. So that's the plan. We will do the news, and we'll play Evil Dead. It was really cool yesterday. I'll say this, man. I had a fun time yesterday playing Evil Dead, and I'm really excited to get back in there today and learn more. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn, and I'm excited to get back in there and learn some more today. On that note, it's great to see you guys. Let's go ahead and get on over there. Wick, you know what I'm about to say. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's do what we do. Let's get over here into this video gaming news segment. You know what I mean? And then we'll get into our gaming stuff. Let's eat. Well, yeah. I mean, that's also one. You know what I mean? I mean, if you want to get into that, Mamzo, I mean, there were large portions of the U.S. that used to be owned by many other nations. Yeah. Let's do what we do. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Cool. Well, here's what we were listening to this morning. I didn't know that necessarily, though. That's kind of news to me, Mamzo. I didn't know that the entire province of Quebec used to go all the way down that far. Canada wants Ohio, they can have it. Oh, bro. That's funny. And so this is what we were listening to this morning. BPM. Amazing soundtrack, amazing game. I've played a good chunk of it. Not as much as some of our other community members have. Rhythm-based FPS game, roguelite. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And the soundtrack is super dope. Check it out. They also just incorporated an update where you can put your own music into the game. Whatever you want to listen to, play the game to that music or whatever. They just incorporated that update. So check it out. It's a really cool game. Let's see this real quick. We good? Keep them? Yeah. 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 Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that's yeah, you're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. That's with basically all aspects of life, dude. Um, you know, there are a lot of different areas where if you will, it was basically kind of an RNG check, right? On what you were going to be afforded in life. Yeah, in a lot of different areas, and some people get really lucky. Some people kind of hit the middle. Some people get very unlucky. Unfortunately, man. Yeah, no doubt about it. Um, let's do this. Let's do this video gaming news stuff, man. And what I will say is that to anybody, because people are going to go ahead and people are going to be starting this week traveling for Thanksgiving here in the U.S. and celebrating holidays and things like that. Be safe, okay? Have fun. Be safe. When people celebrate, people tend to celebrate, and sometimes it can lead to people doing stupid things like maybe drinking and driving, things like that, unfortunately. So just be very vigilant if you're out there on the roads, things like that. Look for signs of people that might not be totally aware. And if somebody definitely seems like they are driving under the influence or something like that, report those individuals and do your best to just avoid them. Pull over, let them go, or whatever. But just stay safe out there. Yeah. Lots of traveling going on, so. We already talked about this. Wick, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, buddy. That sucks, man. PS3's best PS3's best PS5 games are all on sale. Okay. I know what they mean, but that's a bit of a weird title. We'll take a look at it. Dude, the sales are here. They are pushing sales right now. All kinds of stuff. Just if you're in the market for anything, search around. You can even probably at this point there are going to be a lot of retailers that have already announced their bigger sales for Black Friday, things like that. So you'll know kind of the types of sales you would be able to get for the day after Thanksgiving, which is a very, very, very big day for sales, as opposed to the kinds of things you're seeing right now, and whether it would be more cost effective to go ahead and grab whatever you're in the market for now, or wait until maybe later in the week. You just need to do a little bit of research for yourself. Yeah, we already talked about this too. It's not just Xbox Cloud Gaming. It's Samsung earlier this year rolled out the capability for all its 2022 TVs. I'm just going to TLDR this. I know we've talked about it a couple of times here recently, but Samsung rolled out this application for a number of cloud gaming services, Xbox, Nvidia, there are a few others, where basically all you have to do through a new Samsung, a 2022 Samsung TV, was just hook up a controller or a peripheral device, whatever you want to use, and play those games, right? They have expanded that to some of the 2021 TVs as well, and just know that that is something that Samsung is doing. There is the potential for more previous years models of TVs to get that capability. But look, here's what I think. What we kind of know now is that what I was under the impression that maybe those older models of TVs didn't have the hardware necessary to provide that capability, right, for that gaming. But apparently that's not the case. There are apparently a lot of Samsung's previous years TVs, previous years, not just last year, but previous years TVs that can also potentially provide this capability. They're just not rolling it out to those TVs. This is probably some kind of gimmick to get people to buy into more of the newer TVs as well. But we'll see what they do, okay? Wow, dude, really? You didn't try putting your PS5 in water and playing Warzone in the water just to make sure it wasn't an overheat issue? Yeah. You didn't try putting it in water and turning it back on? Keep it cool? Don't do that. I'm just kidding, dude. Don't do that. Really? PS5 overheating issue. Interesting. Let's do a quick search here. So this isn't the only game. This isn't the only game this does this with. Yeah, you've had it happen before, gamer. Okay. So what I'll say is that is not a software issue. That's not something that falls on Call of Duty. That's something that falls on Sony. That's an issue with the device itself. Not being able to dissipate heat well enough and going into an auto shutdown mode to because hardware, especially nowadays, will get to a point where there's a threshold for heat sensors, right? And what it'll do is if it gets to that threshold, it will go auto shutdown. The entire system will shut down, and that is to make sure that the hardware is not damaged. So there is a certain threshold for heat in hardware, especially consoles and stuff from manufacturers, where it'll do that, and it's to save the hardware from permanent damage. Yeah. Again, there's going to be a big difference between now. This is what I'll say. You're also talking about touching the plastic casing and everything, right? So I don't know. I don't know. You know, obviously the shell on the PS5 is not going to conduct the heat within as much as but usually if there is a significant overheat issue, it would be at least fairly warm to the touch. So I don't know, buddy. But that still isn't on the software. If the entire system shut down and give you an overheat warning, it could be something faulty with the PS5, where it's getting faulty temperature readings. If that's the case, you know what I mean? If it gave you a temperature overheat issue and you're like, but it feels fine, it doesn't feel even slightly warm to the touch or anything, that's still a hardware issue. It still has nothing to do with the software. Um, it would be something where potentially the PS5 is having an issue misreading temperatures. So, and the fact that this has happened on different titles for sure says that there's potentially something not good going on in your particular PS5. But what I'll say is looking this up right here, dude, leads me to think that you are not the only person that has had issues with their PS5 overheating. Okay. This has become less of a problem on modern consoles, but this used to be a huge deal back in the day. Xbox was terrible about it. You guys remember the red ring of death and all that stuff, right? That was all overheat crap. This was consoles that came out with heat sinks that weren't big enough to pull heat off of processors, and they would eventually overheat enough that it would damage the hardware to where it wouldn't even turn on anymore. You would just get a constant red ring. And it sucked. So, I mean, I would say your best bet, dude, is to. This is the issue with consoles as well. Is consoles are while not small packages by any means, they're always trying to fit as many parts as possible into a small ish kind of device. They're really trying to pack stuff in there the best they can, which ultimately results in heat buildup. And the more graphics intensive a game is, the more heat is going to build up in a title or on your device. That's just the way it is. GPUs generate a lot of heat, especially when they're working extra hard. CPUs as well. And that might be one of the reasons that Call of Duty resulted in your overheat issue. But what I'll say is you should probably do a little bit of research. What I'm seeing right here is that you're definitely not the only person that's been dealing with some PS5 overheating issues. It looks like there might be some guides out there on what you could potentially do to counteract those kinds of issues happening. But that's definitely a hardware issue, buddy, not software. Okay. We talked enough about this. Again, Blizzard games are not going to be in China for the foreseeable future after their collaboration with NetEase has come to an end. Yeah. And again, there are a lot of companies that don't care to be doing business in the gaming industry in China anymore. It's just very, very, very tough for the businesses in the gaming industry with all the regulations that China is thrusting upon those businesses. And for most of them, they just don't feel like it's worth anymore, it seems like. So they're pulling out, they're trying to move into other countries, other places in the world, or they're just deciding to not do business in that country anymore. Wait, how the Penguins been, dude? Have you guys actually won any games this year? Who's the troll now, dude? All right, Series S, Xbox Series S is getting a crazy Black Friday deal. We'll take a peek at that real quick. See if we can help some people get a nice. I know Target already had a pretty big deal on the Xbox Series S. We'll see what this has as well. Yeah, look, man, we've talked a lot about the new Pokemon games. Lots of bugs. People are not real thrilled with the new Pokemon games right now, especially in the co-op mode, the multiplayer co-op stuff. There have been some pretty significant issues, bugs, and things like that. One was actual nightmare fuel, but I thought it was hilarious. made one of the characters, what they reference it, like made it look like Attack on Titan. There was like one character looked normal, and then the other character in the game looked like about 4 times the size, and it was like its teeth were all over the place, and like it just looked super wild, dude. There's a lot of issues with the new Pokemon game. Um, not this is kind of really kind of wild considering that um is this a game who's the developer? Is it Game Freak? They've produced so many other Pokemon games, you know. You saw the glitch videos? Dude, I haven't seen the glitch videos yet. There's some wild stuff going on in these games though. Bro, whatever, it's taking too long. Um they're still getting like mid 70s ratings on the game. So I mean, it's not like people aren't enjoying the game, but they're definitely this is one of the lowest rated Pokemon games so far. And I think one of the big issues to consider here is it's not like this is the first time this developer has made a Pokemon game. Yeah, some of them are horror movie creepy. Yeah. I've noticed. Yeah, we've read some articles. It's kind of wild. I think the big thing of concern here is that they've been making Pokemon games for a long time. This dev has. And I don't think we've ever seen them release a game that had this many issues. And what is all of a sudden the big cause for this? You know, it's not like they haven't done games on the Switch before. You know, it's not like they're this is a new game on a new piece of hardware or anything. I think it's obvious that they're trying to branch out and open these games up a little bit more and make them a little bit bigger and stuff. But this is not a good look for a company that's been making Pokemon games for a while. And honestly, from what we've read, the scores for the Pokemon games have been kind of going having a downward trend of recent. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but this isn't a good indicator for Pokemon games. Go one more and then we'll switch over to our other search. So many tills on stuff right now, man. It's insane. Excuse me. Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive game reboots reportedly in the works. We'll take a look. Xbox Game Pass subscribers surprised with new free perks. Okay. All right, let's switch this up real quick. Pivot, right, Wick? We're going to pivot into our other search, dude. I gotta be honest, man. I'm surprised GameStop still made it this far. Um, they haven't been doing very well for quite a while. I am going to be sad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be sad to see a company like GameStop go away because it's such a rarity anymore to have these kinds of stores. Even though I think it's these types of stores are better off not being chained like GameStop is. But we've heard a lot of terrible, terrible stuff about the way these stores are quite often individually managed, regionally managed. The kind of toxic environments that people have to work in for these stores and stuff. So that, along with how long now GameStop has been kind of having to try and stay afloat, I'm surprised GameStop's still up there. So toxic, bro. Yeah. Yo, why didn't you answer me about the Penguins, dude? Amazon UK is selling Xbox Series S for 189. That's pounds, right? You were on the phone? Yeah, whatever, dude. You just don't want to talk about it. I get it, dude. I understand. What you want? I was just trolling out a little bit, dude. So right now, apparently in the UK, you can get a pretty good deal on the Series S as well. Lots of deals on the Series S, apparently. We already talked about this as well a few days ago. Sonic the Hedgehog co-creator and noted developer from Square Enix, Yuji Naka, has been arrested over insider trading. Yep. Among other Square Enix developers. So there's some
now that we're friends again,
there.
Is it okay if I pet you?
Holy moly. Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude.
Spark89 just resubscribed for 6 months. Hi.
Hi. Yo, Miss Bat, what is up? Was it echoing? Oh, I see it. I know why it was. It shouldn't be echoing anymore. That's my fault. I'd rather it echo than not play, but yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, I saw why it was. It should be fixed now. My bad. Miss Bat, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? Thanks, guys. Yeah, it should be fixed now. No more echoes. I was just playing, because usually bats are in caves, and so, caves echo, and so that was on purpose for Miss Bat. Right? Echo, bats, caves, echolocation. No, not total noob. On purpose, bro. Yeah, the echo from the cave. Miss Bat's cave. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yo, Miss Bat, thank you so much, my friend. How are you? How's the family? You guys getting ready for some Thanksgiving? Thank you so very much for the support, my friend. All good in the cave? Word. The echo was sounding nice, You liked that save there? You liked that save, huh, Wick? Not always 3-head, dude. I can sometimes even turn 3-head plays into more of a 5-head play, I'm learning. What? There's no way, dude. Is Rockstar going to ban GTA RP? We'll read this. Dude, I don't think there's any way. Wish you thought of it first. Oh, man. I don't think there's any way. Oh, you got the whole week off this week? Yo, sick. That's awesome, Miss Bat. Cool. Nice. You should come play some Evil Dead with me. Evil Dead's free. Yeah? Check it out, guys. Keith, what's up, my friend? What's the word? My dude. What's going on? This is what we're playing today. By the way, I'll just bring this up real quick. I've been, I always try to make sure people know what kind of free games are out there to grab and stuff, so we'll just talk about it. There's some cheerleader cosmetics for Rumbleverse, if you're into playing Rumbleverse. Dark Deity, Deity, right? Dark Deity, Evil Dead, the game. Both of these are free right now. And next week will be Star Wars Squadrons, starting on the 24th. This week on the 24th, excuse me, it's a new week. This week on the 24th, Star Wars Squadrons, and they will probably announce some other game close to the 24th as well. But Evil Dead, the game, just came out in May. And I played just a little bit of it yesterday, and I had a really fun time with it. Really, bird is the word. Bird is the word. Yeah. It is cross-platform. It is cross-platform. I don't know what other. Let's check it out real quick. It is only free on Epic, though. Only free on Epic. From what I understand. But Evil Dead the game. Let's see here. See what all platforms this is on. I do know that it's cross-platform. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Switch, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. So basically all platforms. And I had quite a bit of fun with it yesterday. I even got I got freaked out a couple of times playing the game, man. Jump scared stuff. But yeah, I don't think. So this game initially released on Epic for
Hacker Man.
PC.
He's the most powerful hacker of all time.
Yeah. And I was really surprised that it went free right now because, again, it just came out in May. And, I mean, if you think kind of a more built-out version of kind of a cross between DBD and Friday the 13th is kind of what I'm getting right now from this game. You've got the same kind of 4v1 experience, right? You've got 4 survivors. You've got one evil entity that you're fighting against, but there's a lot of objective coordination stuff that you've got to do. Different kinds of objectives too. You know, DBD's all like the main focus is generators or whatever, and this has some different stuff you've got to get done. You fight a lot of AI enemies and stuff along with the other player that's playing as the evil entity that you're against. Each character has an immense amount of like skill tree stuff for you to put into. They've all got their own special kinds of perks and talents as well. It's a pretty cool game, man. You go through the game, you get different weapons to use, and you can like do finishers on enemies. You have to find hills and ammo, and it's pretty wild. You drive cars and everything too. It's a pretty wild little game. I've been having fun with it, just playing it yesterday a little bit. So I don't know if anybody's interested. This is what we're going to keep playing today. Actually, through the rest of this week for the stream. Stream will be down Thursday through Sunday. But for the rest of this week, we're just going to play some Evil Dead because it's free. So if you're interested, grab it, download it, install it. Let's have some fun, okay? I would find this very, very... Miss Bat, there's only one way to get better. Just saying. The more you play, the better you get. Everybody's got natural, different basic default natural skill levels at playing games, stuff like that. But the more you play, the better you get. And if you want to play some games with me, I am always down. I love playing games with the community. So I'm not worried about that. If you wanted to play games, you let me know. I would be very, very surprised if Rockstar banned RP. RP in their servers is a huge pull for this game. So we'll read about it, but I highly doubt they would ban RP across their entire game. I think they have servers where RP is not a thing they want people doing. But to ban RP all role-playing all the way across their game altogether, I don't think that'll happen. Wow, the God of War Ragnarok composer was left out of the credits. Great job, Santa Monica. Fantastic. Fans' excitement turns to disappointment as Ubisoft, what? Confirm the future of Assassin's Creed new Game Plus mode. We'll read about that. How's Mr. Bat's job been going? Has everything been going good with the his new gig? Uh-oh. That sucks. Crappers, dude. That sucks. I'm sorry. Hopefully the glass is half full. Even if it doesn't seem like it, hopefully the glass is half full. Hopefully this is just something that's meant to be, and there is something better on the horizon. No way. Yo, I didn't even know that the baby was needing some kind of operation. Okay, yeah, I can understand that. I've done all the different shifts, and I can understand that for sure. Tubes in her ears. I probably should have had tubes put in my ears whenever I was a baby as well. I had constant ear infections whenever I was a kid. Constant. To the point of where every time I would get one, I would have to just lay on a heating pad, and this is gross and I'm sorry, but I would leak fluid out of my ears. And it was brutal. It hurt. I will never ever forget how much my ears hurt whenever I was a kid, and I would get ear infections a couple of times a year, 2 to 3 times a year, man, as a little kid, and it hurt so bad. Hearing loss because of her ear infections. I probably do too. Ask my wife. It's not selective, I promise. She's smiling at me right now because she doesn't believe me. It probably didn't help that I had to work in very loud environments for a long time too, but I think my like my issues of having to deal with those ear infections whenever I was a kid and not having tubes in my ears didn't help anything either. So, your family will absolutely be in my thoughts and everything with the baby's operation and Mr. Bat's employment situation moving forward, and hopefully this is just again. I know it's daunting. It's daunting. That's tough to deal with, especially this time of year. Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep you in our thoughts and try to keep up and again, hopefully this is just something that means that there is a better opportunity that is going to present itself for the family on the horizon. Okay. Make sure and let me know how everything goes with the baby though, okay? And tell Mr. Bat I said hi, okay? Yeah, thanks. And hey, as much as I appreciate the sub and everything, if like that's I appreciate that stuff so very much. That's the above and beyond stuff that people do to support this channel and me being able to continue to pursue this and be here every day. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. But if you guys are going through situations like that where it ultimately doesn't make a whole lot of, just make sure you're taking care of you guys first. Everybody. I'm not just speaking to Miss Bat, but everybody that's part of this community. You guys make sure that you're taking care of yourselves before you do that kind of stuff here. Just being here and being a part of this community is all I would ever ask. And people going above and beyond is so very, very appreciated. But make sure you're taking care of you and yourselves first, okay? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's new pseudo-legendary Pokemon has a delightful nod to Godzilla. Interesting. Let's read that. I always loved Godzilla as a kid, man. And my neighbor loved King Kong. And I always wanted Godzilla to beat King Kong. What? What is this? Bruh. This is... What is this? Okay, never mind. Look. No. Nope. Nope. Still baffling that Bloodborne isn't on PC yet. Agreed. In today's world, I find it crazy for a lot of games to have not made their way to other platforms. I'm not even going to lie. Hey, there you go, gamer. Yeah. Guys, that's actually a good way to bring that up, dude. Nice play, gamer. Don't forget, on Ubisoft's site, you can actually get Splinter Cell, the old Splinter Cell game from Xbox One times for free. It's usually $10. It's a highly rated game. It's supposed to be very good. It's an old game at this point, so be prepared for that. But it's a very highly rated game, and it's free right now. So you should absolutely go grab that title if you're interested. Okay, don't forget that. Yeah. It's actually if you look in our Discord server, it's on Gamer Deals. You can see this right here. Gamer Deals. You can. There's a link to go grab it for free if you want an easy way to go snag this. Okay. It's in our Discord server. Cool. Yo, way to bring that up, gamer. Thanks, buddy. One of the things that always drove me crazy was that NHL never made it to PC. That always drove me crazy. That was one of the reasons I was continuing to buy a PlayStation back in the day, was simply because of the NHL games. And with so many other EA games that come to PC, I was always weirded out by the fact that the NHL games didn't come to PC too. But especially these older games, like Bloodborne was 2010. We're talking 12 years now. And this is ultimately what I think is happening, okay? And I'm pretty sure this is the case. Uh, the less people are able to get their hands and play a title like this, and the more hype there is around it, the more anticipation there is for this same game when it gets remade. I don't think we're that far away from Bloodborne getting a remake. So I think that's one of the reasons sometimes companies will do this kind of thing. And we're talking, it's been 12 years now. Bloodborne is actually one of those games that most people consider to be one of, if not the best From game ever. And I don't think we're too far away from them bringing it back out. But you saw it's the same thing as like Demon Souls. Yeah. Demon Souls was PS3. It never came out on anything else. And until they remade it. And then it was a PS5 exclusive as a remake. I think they're doing the same thing with Bloodborne. That's my thought. Anyways, I could absolutely be wrong, but I could absolutely be right too. So we'll see what happens. And that's probably what they're trying to do is get a remake going and find out, keep it exclusive to some, for money making purposes. Keep it exclusive to a certain platform and stuff. Yeah. All right. Square filed a trademark for Portopia serial murder case. Interesting. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Looks like NVIDIA has released updates on the melting RTX 4090 connectors. Take a look at that. We've been talking a lot about GPUs lately. Chainsaw Man video game? Fans made a fan made a free one. Sick. That's cool. Look, again, if you haven't seen the new Chainsaw Man, if you're into anime, and I don't watch a ton of anime, but I like anime, and I had heard some good things from some of our community members about the manga for Chainsaw Man. And so Chainsaw Man just got turned into a new series that is releasing like a new episode every single week on Crunchyroll, I think, and Hulu. And I've been keeping up with these episodes. It's actually hilarious, and it's I've been just like laughing out loud at this show. It's been pretty good stuff. So I don't know, maybe give it a shot if you're into anime and manga and stuff. It's a pretty good title so far. What? Ooh, Nintendo introduces SNES and DS. Retro. What? We'll take a look and see what this is exactly. Yeah, look, I've talked about this here recently, right? You tried watching Chainsaw Man and not for me. I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, yeah. Um, Again, it just because my particular take on something, it doesn't mean that's going to be what everybody feels about their own experience. So I absolutely respect that. I think it's hilarious. I think it's really funny, but I understand how other people might not feel the same way. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Most people wouldn't do that, so good for you. That's cool. Right on. Yeah. Um. So a 10-year-old Radeon HD 7850 graphics card is still pulling. What's it say? Pulling modern games too early to throw away. We talked about this here recently, and I'm probably going to touch on this in the NVIDIA releases update article. But look, guys, for reals, in PC gaming, there are still a significant amount of individuals that are running on like even graphics cards as old as this. Even though this is really pushing it at this point, but even things like 400 and 500 series AMD cards, 900 series NVIDIA, 900 to 1000 series NVIDIA cards, and they're doing just fine for modern gaming. Are you going to be able to play everything at like 4K ultra set? No, absolutely not. But you can absolutely get most modern games played probably at lower settings and stuff, but that's all that most people need. Okay, so one of the things we touched on yesterday is that, and go look at yesterday's news segment, but NVIDIA is starting to do away with creating the 2060 chips, right? So now that the 4000 series graphics cards are out and they're manufacturing those, the 2000 series cards are going to quit being manufactured. And ultimately, if you're in the market for a GPU update for your PC, it's probably a really good time to take a look at maybe trying to snag a 2060 right now, because they're going to quit making them. They've always been a pretty good price for performance card, and it's the time of the year to make purchases. So keep your eyes open. If you're in the market to upgrade your GPU, it might be the time to try to go snag one of those 2060s or like a 2060 Ti or something. All right. Let's stick with this. We'll dive into these, see what we got, okay? NVIDIA releases update on the melting RTX 4090 connectors. Again, this is a good way to segue since we were just talking about graphics cards and everything, but it's kind of, and we talked about this yesterday as well, but the price point where these NVIDIA cards have gone from like the 2000 series to the 3000 series, and then from the 3000 series to the 4000 series is kind of astronomical. There is a significant jump in price. It was notable from 2000 to the 3000 series, but from the 3000 series cards to the 4000 series cards, it is kind of massive. And ultimately, I don't think that you're getting the price, the performance that you would be paying for that upgrade if you've already got like a 1000 series, especially a 2000 or a 3000 series card. I don't really think that what you're going to be paying for a 4000 series card is worth it. There is some new technology, yeah, like the AI. What are they calling? I can't remember what they're calling it right now, but the 4000 series cards have a new NVIDIA technology that basically every other frame in a game is taken care of by an AI produced kind of function, which is a significant offload for your hardware. But we're already seeing where games have pointed out, or people have pointed out that in a lot of games, it's not a fully fleshed out piece of technology yet. So even with this new technology, which is absolutely an advancement, it is evolution, and it will be very good moving forward. It's not fully fleshed out yet, and I really don't think it's worth what you're going to be paying for a 4000 series card. Not to mention, they've been having some significant issues with these 4000, higher series 4000 cards too. GPU manufacturer NVIDIA is finally addressing cable melting issues with the GeForce RTX 4090 with an online post acknowledging concerns. NVIDIA is facing sharp criticism from PC gamers and competitors as more reports emerge claiming that the newly released RTX 4090 GPU's cables are prone to melting. Outrage has exploded online since it was discovered that the 16-pin connectors on the new RTX 4090 GPUs were prone to melting. NVIDIA had remained rather silent, but the melting cables have become a favorite topic on social media and in Reddit threads. Yeah, I can only imagine what Reddit is doing with it. Good old Reddit. Since the initial single report of melting power cables on the RTX 4090, more claims have surfaced. NVIDIA now faces a class action lawsuit due to the faulty 16-pin connectors. In an attempt to address the controversy, NVIDIA published a support knowledge base post entitled Power Connector Update GeForce RTX 4090. The post simply states that the company is investing about 50 cases of melting power cables from around the globe. NVIDIA has stated that it has sold roughly 125,000 RTX 4090 cards. Look, there are going to be some of these sites that I'm pulling up right now that are super sketch. So, what I will say is, Micro Center, agreed, Miss Bat, agreed. This is what I want to talk about. Micro Center. Now, the thing about Micro Center is that usually you need to live close to one, right? And they're, I think, only really in the U.S. But if you're talking about trying to get one of these online from what is MSRP? Let's just look that up. Okay, so 1600. That's about what I was going for there. That's what I had kind of remembered. The 3090, right? Wait, what? No, that's not right. That's not right, is it? These weren't the same MSRP, dude. The thing that's tough is that, you know, when all the 3000 series cars came out, this is whenever the chip shortage was going on, and it was like the MSRP came out, but it was like everything was super, super hard to get. So the prices were incredibly inflated because of scalpers and things like that. It was really weird. But I think the 3090 was supposed to be closer to like $1,000 MSRP, if I remember correctly. But still, that's an absolutely insane amount of money. Now, this is what we're just reading about, right? Let's go back. We're talking $1,600, right, for the 4090 MSRP, right? MSRP. That's how many they've sold so far. Yeah. So times that by $1,600. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'll say, Miss Bat, for that comment. Quite often, right, a lot of your pre-built or even custom-built PC manufacturers, they get discounts on these cards because they buy in bulk, right? What I'll say is I have a 3070. I bought it at retail at $500, right? But I think that a lot of what it comes down to is just what you're more comfortable with. I like building my own PCs. Not only do I have fun doing it, but I like being very familiar with my own hardware. And not that you can't be if you just buy your PC pre-built and everything, but I like researching and knowing everything about everything that I'm putting in my PC. And some people just don't care to invest that much time and knowledge into their equipment. And that's fine. I understand that. The other side of it is if you're a good shopper, it doesn't mean that you can't build your own PC for the same price somebody else, notable PC manufacturer, custom build PC manufacturer can build one for you, or even cheaper sometimes, depending on what you're trying to build, you know? So is it quite often easier for most people? Absolutely. No doubt about it. But that's kind of my take on it. Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, Wick has been sitting on a new PC build for a year now? He's had all the parts. One second. Sorry, guys. That's his issue too. He doesn't ever have the time to just throw into building a PC. You know, so it takes time. You know, usually whenever I'm gonna build one, I dedicate a good probably about day and a half just to afford myself time to address for any potential issues that might occur. But you know, especially for people that haven't ever done it before, it can be a very daunting thing, and it takes time to get familiar enough with that kind of venture to dive into it. So I absolutely understand it, but you're not wrong. Quite often, especially with the newer hardware components, you're going to be able to grab one that is pre-built or from a custom build manufacturer at a cheaper price than you'll usually be able to grab it because they get parts so much cheaper in bulk. You're not wrong. The drama surrounding NVIDIA's new RTX card arrived just as AMD announced that the new Radeon RX 7900 XTX would compete directly against the RTX 4080. The RX 7900 has been compared to NVIDIA's flagship 4000 series and is set to arrive at a more competitive cost, giving FPS-hungry gamers an alternative to the RTX line. We know that the RTX or the 7900 XTX is going to be $1,000, and the RX 7900 is going to be $900. We don't have any benchmarks for these cards yet, though, to really bump them up against the new NVIDIA cards or last-gen AMD and NVIDIA cards. So we'll have to see. Some gamers and tech insiders feel the issue with the melting power cables is simply user error and not the fault of NVIDIA's product, while others argue that the design and quality of the card's cables are to blame. NVIDIA is reported to have canceled the 4090 Ti card due to melting power cables, which further raises questions about the design of the new 16-pin connectors. Still, many PC gamers are installing 4090 GPUs with good success. A variety of YouTube channels have tested the 4090's connectors against a series of bends and awkward installation patterns with a mixture of outcomes. For now, NVIDIA recommends installing the 4090 power cables before inserting the card into the PC so that the user can ensure the power cables are tightly connected. Popular YouTube channel Gamers Nexus suggested that some users may have loosened the cables while performing cable management, making them more prone to melting. Be careful. That's what I would say. Be careful. If you're going with a higher model of 4000 series NVIDIA card, they are very, very, very power hungry cards. And make sure you have everything plugged in really nice. because you definitely don't want to end up there. Not say that it wouldn't end up melting anyways, because nobody's sure right now. But you definitely don't want that melting all over the inside of your PC. So shorting stuff out. Be careful. Nintendo introduces SNES and DS. What? This is not a great written article. I'm sorry. This is a pretty poorly written article. It's really hard to determine exactly what they're saying in this. If you want to try to decipher exactly what's going on here, I'll throw it in here. But it looks like there's a Retro Super and Retro DS being released, but I don't know. We'll see moving forward. That was not a greatly written article. It was a bit wonky. Square Enix files trademark for the Portopia serial murder case. Recently been made public that within the past 10 days, Square has filed trademarks for the Portopia serial murder case and Paranormicite. Square Enix trademark comes along with other trademark news such as Tecmo Games and Bandai Namco Studios filing trademarks for various titles for many possible purposes. Portopia serial murder case, one of the more notable trademarks involved, is a lesser-known game in the West. Its impact on the storytelling potential of role-playing games is nevertheless felt in video game franchises like Danganronpa and Ace Attorney series. Information regarding Paranormicite is currently unknown. The news certainly raises questions for the franchises involved. Among the trademark news, the Portopia serial murder case trademark filing has fans speculating on what Square Enix has in mind for the game. Designed by Yuji Horii, creator of the Dragon Quest series, the Portopia serial murder case was originally released in 1983. It is perhaps one of the most influential titles for the visual novel genre and has inspired many modern-day game designers. So, news of Square Enix's filing for the title has brought about speculation on whether the publisher intends to revive the game via remastering or a remake. In Square's case, it would be interesting to see a remake of an influential game as Portopia serial murder case for modern audiences. Maybe it would give the game the attention and reverence it deserves for its role in narrative-based gaming. Currently, the only English version of the Portopia serial murder case is an amalgam of various fan translations and interpretations from over a decade of effort to give overseas audiences access to the interactive cinematic story. Since nothing has been said about what these trademarks mean, fans will have to wait with bated breath for more info on the company's plans with these new trademarks, if there are any at all. We'll see. We will see. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's new pseudo-legendary Pokemon has a delightful nod to Godzilla. The signature move of the newest pseudo-legendary Pokemon is an unmistakable nod to one of Godzilla's strangest abilities. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet introduce Frigibax and its evolutions Arctibax and Baxcalibur. All three Pokemon are dinosaur-like Pokemon with a very distinct axe-like spike on their backs. Baxcalibur's crest looks almost identical to the dorsal spike that adorned Godzilla's back. Baxcalibur's signature move, Glaive Rush, is another seeming reference to the King of the Monsters. Pokemon rushes at its opponent to ram its spike into its opponent. Looking like an upside-down version of Godzilla's unique method of flight from the seminal Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Check out the animation of Baxcalibur's attack below, followed by Godzilla's radioactive breath-powered flight. Oh, yeah. We'll watch this real quick. Yeah, dude. All right, cool. Nice. This isn't the first time Godzilla has gotten a nod in the Pokemon franchise. Tyranitar bears more than an uncanny resemblance to Godzilla, with its mega evolution likely inspired by the Godzilla seen in the 1993 video game Super Godzilla. Meanwhile, Hydreigon was likely inspired by King Ghidorah. Volcanian's lore has some ties to Mothra, with Pokemon being worshipped as a god by a past civilization. A number of other legendary Pokemon use various Toho monster cries in the Pokemon animated movies, thanks to Toho distributing the Pokemon movies in Japan. Baxcalibur continues a trend of pseudo-legendary Pokemon, a group of 3-stage evolution Pokemon whose final evolution has a base stat total of 600. These Pokemon are usually among the most powerful in the games, with Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, Goodra, Hydreigon, Garchomp, and Dragapult all appearing in the new games. Along with a lot of bugs and nightmare-fueled issues. Yeah. Fans' excitement turns to disappointment as Ubisoft confirms the future of Assassin's Creed New Game Plus mode. After all the anticipation, Ubisoft has confirmed the future of Assassin's Creed Valhalla most anticipated mode, New Game Plus. 2 years ago, Ubisoft told fans that they are working on a mode where players can replay the game with all their buffs from the main storyline intact. Unfortunately, the mode is officially scrapped. Getting this news way ahead of the game's final update made the fans very disappointed. The loyal followers of the Assassin's Creed franchise were eagerly awaiting this feature for the past 2 years. Alas, All Father Odin wasn't with them this time. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a huge game on its own. The main campaigns take nearly 60 hours to complete, so it may seem like there's no need for a post-game mode when the mainline story is so big, but the vastness of the main campaign makes it very hard to explore all the aspects of each character in a single playthrough. And without a New Game Plus, there's no sufficient way to go back in the game and approach a different route. To give transparency to the matter, the team behind the game said Assassin's Creed Valhalla has been built as a unique Assassin's Creed experience, one that is very different from its predecessors in its structure, offering new ways of engaging with the world and its characters. When investing the implementation of New Game Plus, we realized that the depth of the game gave us limited options to make replayability unique and rewarding. They further said, we understand this news will come as a disappointment. However, we hope that the new content released in the past months, including never-before-seen experiences like Forgotten Saga, has provided an exciting and challenging experience for those seeking more replayable content. How did the fans react? Fans were mixed about the announcement. Some expressed that the game doesn't need New Game Plus mode. Others were very critical of the game and suggested that people should focus on other new games than focusing on this old one. That's just trying to force your... That's just individuals trying to force their own way of playing games or their own view of playing games on other people, though. And that sucks. We talk about this a lot. I'm an individual. I don't necessarily go look to replay games. It's even games where I talk about, like, I mean, we talked yesterday. We finished Disco Elysium, right? That game's amazing. I put over 80 hours in it. That game's amazing, and I can absolutely see the potential, the high potential in replayability of that title. But I won't go back and replay it because I have so many other games that I want to play that I haven't played yet. That's my mindset of the type of gamer I am. But I know that there are a lot of other people in the world, other gamers, that very much enjoy immersing themselves into a particular game or a particular universe and replay games over and over and over because they love them so much. And I respect that. So to say that a game doesn't necessarily need a new game plus mode because trying to tell somebody that they should just move on and play something else, don't be that person. You're not that individual. Obviously, you don't like the game enough to play it more than once. That doesn't mean somebody else doesn't. So don't push your view upon somebody else. You know, apparently there are enough people out there that feel like there should have been a new game plus because they want to replay the game, but not as a brand new playthrough. You know, they want the things they spent a lot of time on the game. They want the things they already earned. I don't know. I think that on the part of Ubisoft, this doesn't feel very good. So what they've been telling everybody for 2 years they were going to do this, and all of a sudden they come out and go, we just decided that you don't really need it. Is basically what happened. That's what their response was. Now we don't feel like you need it. So they basically had people anticipating this mode for like 2 years, and instead of actually telling them why the real reason is that they are not going to do it, they just kind of shrugged it off as we decided that you guys that are fans of the game don't need it anymore. It's like, bro, Ubisoft, come on, man. Fact check: is Rockstar going to ban GTA RP? Why would they? A recent tweet by Rockstar left many GTA fans perplexed. On behalf of its parent company Take-Two, Rockstar issued a statement regarding roleplay servers on November 18th, leading many players to believe that Rockstar would ban role-playing gameplay. While Take-Two has stated that it will take action on roleplay servers, the American Video Game Holding Company will only target those that violate its intellectual property policies. This article explains what Take-Two said in the statement and which RP servers will be affected by it. Yeah, Rockstar will ban role-playing servers that do not adhere to the company's policies. Yeah, I was going to say, they're not going to just ban RP. So basically what this means is the statement contains 5 tactical points on which the gaming company intends to take immediate action. They are as follows: misuse of Rockstar Games trademarks or in-game intellectual property, importation or exploitation of other intellectual property in the project, including other Rockstar IP, real-world brands, characters, trademarks, or music, commercial exploitation, such as selling loot boxes for real-world currency, or its in-game equivalent like GTA money, currency, selling virtual currencies, generating revenue through corporate sponsorships or in-game integrations, or using cryptocurrencies or crypto assets such as non-fungible tokens. 4, developing new game stories, missions, and maps. And 5, interfering with Rockstar's official multiplayer or online services such as Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online. Considering the preceding statements, Take-Two Interactive indicates that it will only take action against servers involved in unapproved or unregulated transactions and deals. Many GTA RP players have recently reported that certain servers are involved in trading NFTs, cryptocurrencies, and other transactions that Rockstar Games did not approve. As a means of protecting its IP policies, Rockstar took a dominant stance against violators. GTA RP servers are unofficial, but Rockstar approved gameplay modes that can only be accessed through modded servers. Although the gaming company accepts no responsibility for what occurs within the modded gameplay, it has complete ownership of the in-game elements and has asserted its authority through the statement. Players' reactions to the news. The news shook the GTA community, and many players reacted and shared their opinions in the statement. While user Villains Yakuza Sinister urged the developers to ban all RP servers. Why? November Foxtrot Explained why they are an important game mode for the decade-old game. Yeah, why would you ban all of them? Roleplay servers are literally what keeps GTA 5 as the top game being streamed on Twitch. They've given them years of extra revenue from what would otherwise be a completely dead 9-year-old game. They see the value in it. To ban roleplay servers would be an idiotic move. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was getting that. I mean, that's why when I pulled this article up initially, I was like, why would they? That doesn't make any sense. People turning this into an an RP experience is literally what has made GTA 5 or Grand Theft Auto into the world that it is. If it wasn't for role playing, this game would not be the game it is. People would still play it, but not to the extent that they have or do. Other people questioning, what is Rockstar's stance on charging for access to the RP servers, charging cash for priority access to these servers? Another, read your community standards. Why do you deal with single-player mods and not modders in GTA 5 Online? Mods are also traded there, and they are much more dangerous than in a single-player game. Children let their accounts be modified for money. Another explained how Rockstar's statement would affect the game in general. Your decisions will not only impact your new sales of GTA 5, this impacts a community of people who love playing the RDO and GTA 5 mod groups. Yes, I understand this is something you don't like. More fun than being killed constantly online. All right, so what caused all this to happen? On November 18th, popular game data miner Tez2 tweeted an explanation for Rockstar's policy update. They claimed that rapper Lil Durk collaborated with Exceed Talent Capital Limited to launch an IPO for his music. The company then intended to launch an NFT on a GTA RP server with a loot box. Since the entire transaction is taking place on Rockstar's intellectual property, the developers took action prior to these instances. Yeah, they were like, nice try, but we're not getting a cut of this, so you're not doing it on our platform. It's basically what happened, right? Now there are a lot of people throwing up like, hey, yo, you're doing this, but what about this? So we'll see what comes from it. Ninja Gaiden Dead or Alive game reboot is reportedly in the works. Developer Team Ninja has reportedly revealed details about some significant plans that are currently in the works at the company. According to a Talk Studio president, Rumahiko Yasuda, gave at the G-Star conference in South Korea, it appears that the developer has plans to reboot two of its most notable franchises, Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive. A slide shown during Yasuda's talk features Japanese text that roughly translates to the future of Team Ninja and reboot of popular series, along with screenshots of Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden and Kasumi from Dead or Alive. It's uncertain whether the slide was hypothetical. Interesting. VGC also notes that Yasuda has expressed a desire to return to the Ninja Gaiden series several times publicly in the past. Yeah, we've read a little bit about that. Yasuda was also the director of Ninja Gaiden 3, the most recent entry in the series released in 2012. Okay, well, we'll see moving forward. I'm sure we'll hear news if either Ninja Gaiden or Dead or Alive come out with some substantial official news or even substantial unofficial news on oh dude, that was a good stretch. Modern development, new development, reboots of these games. We'll find out. Xbox Game Pass subscribers surprised with new free perks. So it looks like Xbox is partnering with Apple. From now until March 31st of 2023, Game Pass subscribers can redeem a free trial of both Apple TV Plus and Apple Music. The trial for each service will last 3 months in total and is only available to those who aren't currently subscribed to either platform. Essentially, I think I'm seeing things. I need more coffee. I think I saw a shadow or something freak me out. Essentially, this means that you can't stack this 3-month trial on top of any membership you may already have. While this is a bit of a letdown, it's at least a cool new offer that should give Game Pass subscribers a chance to try out these services for themselves. Yeah, major caveat with the situation is that this offer is only available to those subscribed to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. This means if you have a loan membership to Game Pass for console or PC, you won't be able to take advantage of this deal. If you need more information regarding this, it's in chat. All right, there you go. But if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can get Apple TV Plus and Apple Music for 3 months. All right. For free. Xbox Series S gets crazy Black Friday deal. We've seen them all over the place right now. Turn that off. Yeah, Amazon UK has slashed £60 off the price of the Series S. Microsoft began Java. Microsoft bargain console, taking it down to just £189, an astonishing price relative to its quality. This is the best way we've seen to get into current gen gaming. It's that simple. It's a 24% reduction, one of the standout deals of Black Friday 2022 so far. The Series S might not grab every headline thanks to its lower powered hardware compared to the Series X, but it's a superb choice for families and anyone operating on a budget. Absolutely. It's small and mighty with no disk drive to speak of, but a really impressive design that looks nicer than any other major console right now, arguably. If you pair this with a subscription to Xbox Game Pass, you'll really be in business. This is basically the most affordable way to play some of the biggest games on the market right now, from Halo Infinite to Forza Horizon 5. If you've been hesitating over picking up a new console or you're still using an Xbox One, this is a great opportunity to make the leap without breaking the bank at all. All right? They've got a list of other big Black Friday deals right now on all kinds of other tech and gaming stuff. I'll put this in chat for you guys. Take a look. But that's a pretty solid deal right there for Amazon UK. Yeah, again, look, Xbox Series S is not quite as powerful as the Series X is, right? But it is a modern console. Microsoft has made it a point to ensure that every game that gets created for Series X comes out on Series S as well. And that's a pretty good price point. But again, understand you're not going to have an optical drive, right? So you're going to be utilizing cloud gaming. You're going to be utilizing Game Pass, downloading digital games. You're gonna be really dependent on hard drive space on that console, as you're not going to be able to use physical discs, okay? Optical discs for your gaming. So understand that. But it's a good price. Last article I have for the day, guys. If you have anything else to add that you want to talk about or bring up that maybe I haven't touched on today or over previous news segments that is pertinent to the video gaming news industry, let me know. We'll talk about it, address it before we move on to our Evil Dead the Game gaming stuff for the rest of the day, okay? PlayStation 3's best PS5 games are all on sale. That's a weird title. Dude, I read it wrong. PlayStation's 3 best PS5 games are all on sale. That's why it was weird. I can't read. The 3 best exclusive games that have come to PS5 since the console launched in 2020 are now on sale. For the most part, many of PlayStation's biggest first-party releases over the past couple of years have come to both PS5 and PS4. That being said, there have been some titles that have come about that have been wholly exclusive to PS5. Now, the most acclaimed games on Sony's latest hardware have been marked down in time for the holidays. As of this moment, Sony has discounted Returnal, The Last of Us Part 1, and Demon's Souls on the PlayStation Store. All 3 of these games are part of PlayStation's Black Friday promotion and will be available at discounted prices through November 29th. So another roughly 8 days. Both Returnal and Demon Souls have had their prices roughly chopped in half, while The Last of Us Part 1 is discounted by about 25%. In case you're wondering how these PS5 games can be considered the best of the best on the platform, according to Metacritic, these are the 3 highest reviewed titles that have landed on the platform over the past few years. While there are some games on PS5 that have received higher scores, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Hades, those titles are also available to play elsewhere. As such, when only accounting for games that can be played on PS5 and PS5 only, these exclusives are the top that you can play. I'll put this in chat. You guys take a look. Again, what I'll kind of close out with here is we are seeing a lot of sales, okay? So no matter what you're in the market for, between now and roughly a week to a week and a half from now, through basically the end of the month, there are going to be significant sales going on, okay? So if you're in the market for anything, take time, search around, look for the best price you can get for whatever you're in the market for. If you're not sure, if you know that there's a specific thing you want, like a new headset or whatever, but you're not sure what make and model to go for, and I'm just throwing out an example there is a really cool site called OutsiderAntics, okay? They do a lot of reviews for a lot of different, especially tech products. You see televisions, headphones, monitors, keyboards, mice, sound bars, printers, vacuums, blenders, speakers, cameras, laptops, all kinds of stuff, okay? And what they do very, very, very thorough reviews of these products. And they also allow you to side-by-side compare, okay? They'll also usually kind of direct you towards some of the better prices they are finding on these products as well. So since I brought up headphones in the first place, if you go look at headphones and, look up here at the top, they've got reviews, tests, tools, discussions. They've even got a tab right now for early Black Friday deals, okay? Under tools, they've got compare headphones. Any product you go under, they're going to have this compare, right? And what it does is it allows you to pick anything that they've reviewed. And you can see this list is extensive, right? They do a lot of really in-depth reviews. And we'll just pick like a Razer. Let's go to Razer. Or let's go to SteelSeries. We'll go with the SteelSeries Arctis 7 Plus wireless. Let's go with those. And we'll go with... what was I looking for here? Sennheiser's really good. I didn't want Razer. I wanted HyperX. Let's go HyperX. How about that? Another notable, okay? We'll go with the Cloud Alpha wireless, okay? Okay. What's up? So what you can see here is if you scroll down after just selecting a couple of different products, you scroll down, it'll give you places to check the prices, all right? But it will also give you a very, very, very thorough breakdown of full comparison, main differences, neutral sound, bass, mids, all kinds of stuff. Even with the full comparison of neutral sound, you can break it down. They give you a nice summary of the pros and cons of neutral sound, pros and cons of commute travel, all kinds of stuff. It gives you the style, comfort, control. And they do this for all these products, right? So if you're not sure, if you know that you're wanting to buy like a new keyboard or a new TV or a new headset, the baby got your phone, tell baby I said, hey, what's up? Hey, baby. Then this is a very cool site, okay? OutsiderAntics is. It's very useful for kind of narrowing down your maybe some different makes and models of whatever you're in the market to buy that is within your price range, and to really get an idea of what some of the better products are out there to fit your budget for whatever you're in the market to purchase. Okay, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I've found this website to be very useful for myself in the past, and I think that maybe hopefully it could but it could be useful for other people. So that's the only reason that I bring it up. All right. Bebe. Cool. Awesome. Yo, big shout out to everybody that is part of this community in the first place. You guys rock. I appreciate you so very much. Also to everybody that was part of this news segment, and big shout out to Miss Bat for the 6-month resub. 6-month resub. Miss Bat, you got that eye in your badge now. Check that out. You got the OA the eye on the OA badge there now, turning it into that the beginnings of that Thulu. Very cool. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Everybody, you're amazing. Thanks for being a part of this. That's all I got for the news. We're going to move on to some Evil Dead the gameplay. We're going to learn more about it today. We just got a taste of it yesterday after we finished Disco Elysium, which was also amazing, and I highly recommend. But we're going to keep going with some Evil Dead stuff today. We're going to have some fun. And I don't know. Other than that, if anybody's checking out this content as a VOD on Twitch or YouTube, you're enjoying what you're seeing here, then see what you can do about coming and hanging out with myself and the rest of these people, these amazing people that are part of this community whenever we go live at 6 a.m. CST every single day. We start all of our streams off with video gaming news before we hop into whatever gaming content we have slated for the rest of the day, okay? Other than that, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we will catch everybody for tomorrow for November 22nd's edition of Video Gaming News and more Evil Dead the Game. All right?